Hey guys, Romy Superset here, bringing you another episode of Top 5s. This time we'll be going over the top 5 most commonly used items in game. Keep in mind, just like every episode of Top 5s, this is not a definitive list, as it may vary after each update and is simply based on a consensus of opinions collected, as well as my own. Number 5, Clave Sanctity. I'm sure a lot of you can imagine why this is in the top 5. If you are an ADC or a hero going for a crit-based build, then this is the most staple item to get. Not only does it provide a whopping 100 attack damage, but it comes packed with not just one, but two amazing passives. With the first passive, Gift of the Swift, with every crit you hit, you gain an increased movement speed, allowing you to not only use it as a means to chase down enemies, but also defensively, allowing you to effectively run away while kiting them. The second passive is an increased critical chance of 30%, providing you the most critical chance increase for a single item in-game. With its Gift of the Swift passive being activated on a critical hit itself, this synergizes well not just with other critical hit-based items, but even more so itself. Number 4, Frost Cape. In Arena of Valor, mobility seems to be the most defining requirement to fill a list of meta heroes, and because of this, Frost Cape itself has become meta. The vast majority of tanks or AD based heroes will ultimately buy this item not just for its specific stats it provides, but most importantly its passive slow. Not only does it provide a convenient 10% cooldown speed, allowing you to be more active as a hero, it also provides a sizable amount of defensive stats such as armor and health. With most team compositions comprising of 80 base damage, this becomes a popular item to purchase. With that said, the included passive Frost Power, which after using an ability, your next normal attack will reduce the movement speed of that area by 30%, while also inflicting a level-based amount of physical damage, makes this by far one of the most used defensive items in-game. Number 3, Peccatis Didim. If you're an AP-based hero such as mages or specific assassins like Zill, then more than likely you will be picking up Peccatis Didim. While it does provide an ample amount of ability power and a nice amount of magic pierce, allowing you to burn through defensive items, its most desired feature is its passive. Providing an additional 35% ability power, this item has an insanely huge impact on the amount of damage an AP-based hero can do. Because the effect simply takes all the existing AP your hero has, not just base amount, but also all equipped items with AP, the 35% amplification essentially means a 35% damage increase. Combined with hard-hitting AP items such as Holy of Holies or Boomstick, this item is pretty much a necessity to fully optimize your damage. Number 2, Spear of Longinus. With the current meta of Arena of Valor being based around tank heroes or simply tanky builds, items that can burn through defenses has become a pretty popular choice, and therefore Spear of Longinus fits the bill. Any hero that tends to actively hit a target for multiple blows usually looks towards this item due to its Armor Shred passive. With every hit, Spear of Longinus will decrease the target's armor by 50 and up to a max of 5 times, equaling an astounding 250 armor in total. This could essentially mean that it could bypass an entire armor-based item, not to mention the added attack damage, cooldown, and even its own armor it provides. And sitting at number 1 is Rank Breaker. Sitting at a comfortable top spot, Rank Breaker I feel is a no-brainer. With its fairly high attack damage and its break passive, which provides you an amazing amount of armor pierce, this is the staple item to get when dealing with tanks, or really just about anyone. With the tendency of players to conform to the tank meta, and the fact that most team compositions comprise of AD-based heroes, armor-based items are a hot commodity, and by relation, Rank Breaker is by far the best way to deal with this. To top off this already amazing item, it also provides a bit of cooldown speed as well as run speed when out of combat, keeping this item firmly in place for the number 1 most used item in Arena of Valor. And that will wrap up the top 5 most used items in game. Just to be clear, the most common items you see may not be the same as these shown here, as it can vary based on adjustments after each update. This also does not mean you can't make other items work just as effectively. Who knows, you might just discover a whole new item meta. This video will hopefully just help you learn of some of the most prevalent items in the current update. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Top 5. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later!